Hi everyone, my name is Ashley Hegland. I manage our CSR and sustainability practice here in Asia Pacific, what we call social engagement. I'm coming to you from Hong Kong, beautiful Hong Kong. We've actually just had about 3 weeks of rain, which has been great because it's cleared out a lot of the air pollution. And you can actually see the mountains on the Kowloon side, which is great. So we're very fortunate. Now I bring up this issue of air pollution because it's a good example of some of the environmental challenges that we face over here in this region. And there are others. There's water scarcity issues in India, Australia, China. We've got deforestation is a massive issue in places like Indonesia and Malaysia. So we have a lot of these severe environmental challenges. Now, on top of that, though, we also have significant social challenges. There are 600 million people that are living on less than $1 a day in this region. 1.8 billion people that live on less than $2 a day. So the social and environmental issues are very much interlinked and almost create this vicious circle over here. So this is actually a great example of why CSR and sustainability is becoming such an important business issue over here. I actually like to ask you a question now, which is please have a very quick look around your desk. You know, look at your phone, look at your keyboard or computer screen, and the question is, where does that come from? You know, actually there's a good chance that it comes from just over those mountains in the Pearl River Delta, which is where there are many factories that make a lot of the goods that we actually consume and use every day. So this brings up a lot of the labor issues. You know, who is actually making those goods that you're using on a daily basis? Again, another big issue that corporations are having to deal with over here. Now, there's two ways that we like to look at CSR and sustainability over here. The number one way is obviously the Western multinationals that are coming over and operating in this region. They have to be accountable to stakeholders at home as well as stakeholders in Asia. Now, on the other side of the coin, and this is something that's really developing in recent times, are the Asian brands that are going outward and becoming these global brands like the Samsungs of the world, Haier. They are obviously wanting to and having to meet global stakeholder expectations and standards. So those are the two ways that we're looking at sustainability and CSR over here. Now, just one quick word on the earthquake in China that happened last month, and a lot of people have been asking me, is there any link between this earthquake and CSR? And indeed there is. Actually, several days after the earthquake, the BBS and blogosphere absolutely lit up with sites and people that were documenting how much money domestic companies were donating to relief efforts. It's the first time that these companies have actually been held accountable for their operations, basically the way that they operate in communities. A couple days after that, there were boycotts of McDonald's and lots of name and shame lists on the BBS as well, looking at multinationals and questioning how much they actually care about the citizens in China. So it's a very dynamic environment. You can actually read a lot more about this in our recently published white paper called Social Engagement, the Changing Nature of CSR in Asia Pacific. And indeed, things are changing rapidly, and so it's an exciting time for us to be working on this area of CSR and sustainability. So I leave you with that. If you have any questions, please drop me an email, and enjoy the view. Take care.